This is Up for Debate, episode number 151, recorded in 2019, The Game of Kings. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this rapid-fire July episode of Up for Debate. I am Sean Jennings, joined as always by Matt Mariani. And Matt, we are here today to talk about golf, and by the way, kick off our big July month of excitement.
That's right. It's July. What a month. What a exciting time. It's the middle of summer, the heat of summer. Summer's been going on for quite a while now. We have a couple of fun topics to talk about today. Golf being one of them. Sean, tell me something. Have you ever played golf before?
Matt, let me tell you a story. Very, very short story. About 3 years ago, so my grandfather played golf a lot. My father plays golf a good amount. About 3 years ago, my father bought me a set of golf clubs at a tag sale for $10 and said, we're going to go golfing, okay? We went golfing. I hit a 13 on a hole, which if you know anything about golf, you want the lower score, not the higher score. And I have never golfed again, but I did move those $10 golf clubs 3,000 miles to Texas and then 3,000 miles back. I don't know why. So that's my relation to golf.
Okay.
Now, I know you're a big link head. You are always out on the green.
No, that actually couldn't be furthest from the truth, Sean. I think the reason this episode came to fruition was I had basically never been golfing before in my life, and I went to the driving range a couple of weeks back, and I went with my dad, with my uncle. They took me out to the driving range during my fiance was doing the bridal shower, so we were doing like a guys thing. We went to and we hit some balls, and I think it was the first time I had even held a golf club, probably in like I want to say at least 10 years. Mm-hmm. At least 10 years. Probably more than that. Probably like 15 years. But it was fun. I had a good time with it, and I started to kind of think about, like, I don't know. I actually looked up. There is a driving range, or like a semi-formal driving range, like not too far from my apartment. And I thought about, maybe going there every once in a while and hitting a few. It was fun. I had a fun time with it. Sean, I'm much more familiar with what they call mini golf.
Mini golf, putt-putt.
Or putt-putt. Or gentleman's golf, whatever they...
Or the single greatest thing that's going to happen in this episode, and the best fact I found about golf, period, in my research, is that the earliest documented mention of miniature golf was in 1912, where they called a mini golf course a golfsticle.
Why did that name not stick?
A golfsticle. And I'm like, that is...
How did that name not stick? I think that's a much better name than mini golf.
Yep.
Mini golf, like, that applies that, like, things are, like, nothing is smaller, right? It's still the same size golf ball. You're using the same size putter.
The holes are the same size.
Yeah,
the course is smaller, but it's also...
Yes.
Mini golf would imply to me that it's the standard game of golf, but smaller, but it's not. It's a different game.
Yeah.
There aren't obstacles in regular golf.
It's short game, all 100% short game. I love golfstickle. Why did they not stick with the name golfstickle?
I don't know, but that was my favorite fact.
Name for the game. That's a shame. See, now if I open up a mini golf course, you and I, we go in a business venture together, we can go ahead and golfstickle was what we'll call it.
Matt, I have to be honest, I don't think there's ever been a better time to invest in the miniature golf industry than right now.
Probably not. No one's doing anything else.
No, well, it's a dated industry. It hasn't changed in years. Where's the innovation? Matt, I was going to tell you, now that you're so into driving ranges, have you ever heard of Topgolf?
Is that the VR? The VR one where you hit into a screen?
Yeah, they have a VR version, but they also have real driving ranges. They're great. I went to one out in Chicago, and they're all in major cities. I'm sure there's one near you based on kind of where you live, but their whole gimmick is it's driving ranges, but fun. And so all of the balls have microchips in them. And you register. It's kind of like bowling in that you put your name in the computer and they tabulate your score automatically. but the ball knows it's yours, and there's out in the area where you hit in the driving range, there are targets with point values.
Oh, so it's like a competitive driving range.
And they're like different variations on the game where you can be competitive, but it's also like, all right, you have to hit target A, then B, then C, and like different variations on it. But because the chip is in the ball, it knows yours went in which target, and it actually will give you a score as you hit and go through it. It's a lot of fun.
Nice. Yeah, that's I'd love to try that out. Yeah, I mean, I thought you were referring to the VR. I've seen those VR where there's like a screen, like a green screen, and you hit. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I feel like that's the same as, I don't know, hitting in a batting cage versus playing on a real, like hitting in a real field. I mean, it's, yeah, you have the screen up against you. Like, it's what the computer thinks how far the ball would go based on your, whatever your contact and where you hit the ball and stuff. But I don't know. Avid golfers seem to really love it. They seem to be all about it. I mean,
it beats not golfing. I mean, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
The difficult thing about golf is you can't play golf anywhere. You have to play on a golf course, which is large and takes up a lot of space. So if you're not somewhere near a golf course or can't get to a golf course or it's the winter or whatever, you have to come up. A batting cage is a similar idea, right? Where when you can't actually hit in a real game, this is the best you're going to get.
Very true. Yeah, it's a rich man's game, they say.
It is the game of kings.
Which I totally see why. Everything about the game is expensive.
Stupid expensive.
Everything from the gloves to the clubs. I mean, I guess the course, it really depends on where you go. There are some, obviously some high-end private golf courses that I'll never be allowed to set foot on. But then you have like your kind of run-of-the-mill, more accommodating standard
your local
golf
courses and I mean, it's golf can be played on a budget certainly, but it just to get good, you're right, you have to invest a lot of money to do so.
Yeah, if you want to play regularly, I guess it's an investment.
Yeah.
Sean, you're in the business world and the private sector, as we say.
I am.
So how often do you go out on the green and do business out there? Is that something that happens all the time, like in the movies?
I mean, I know it's a joke that that's a thing, but also basically every executive I've ever known has had at least one membership to a golf club. So the stereotype is a thing. Now, I think the difference is business actually conducted on the golf course? No, I don't think, that's... No, they go out and play golf, but it is a way to build relationships, and it is something you have in common. My company sponsors a lot of golf tournaments and to raise money for charity and things like that. So no, golf is absolutely a big part of business for sure, even today.
Yeah, I figured there would be some element of truth to it. I guess it's a little different. Conducting business in a bowling alley would be a little noisy, I guess, a little rowdy. Yeah, golf course is probably perfect for that kind of stuff.
Well, it takes you're stuck with a person for a long period of time is really the advantage for hours.
Right, driving around in the little cart.
Yep.
Yeah. It was fun. I could see myself actually playing a game one time of real golf. I just have to get better at actually driving.
The issue I have with golf is the same I have with blackjack, which is I definitely could do it, but there's always so much social pressure around me because you do it near other people because you're holding people up behind you and people are watching, and then it's like, because it's a group activity, so there's other people there. That's what kills me about golf. If someone was like, hey, Sean, there's this empty golf course, and no one's going to bother you all day, just go out and hit the ball around. I'd be like, yeah, that sounds fun. All right, I want to try that. But it gets really bad when there's like two groups of people behind you waiting because they're real golfers and you're dicking around.
Does that happen? I didn't even think of that happening in a real golf course.
That happened to me when I golfed. It was very bad.
Happens to me all the time in mini golf, but...
Yep. Oh, it's worse on a real course because those guys are real golfers who paid money and want to get through the course, and and you literally have to like let them pass sometimes. It's very embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I do that in mini golf, but it's a lot easier when they're right in front of you, and you can just be like, okay, go putt ahead of us or go on ahead of us. And in the golf course, it's like you're all the way on the green, and the green is the closest one to the hole, right? There's the fairway,
Yes.
and but the green is the one that's like, okay.
Yeah.
I remember that from Tiger Woods PGA
There you
Classic.
go.
It was a game for the original Xbox that I had.
Did you like a lot of golf video games, Matt?
I actually played for someone who's never played real. I've definitely played more video game golf than I have real golf. But for someone who was until recently not interested in the game at all, I think I've played too much golf video games. I used to be big into the Tiger Woods Xbox. I played there was one, it was like 2000 or 2001. Played a little bit of, and I had this other one that was for the computer that I loved because for some reason, and I don't remember the name of the game. It was a PC game. It was a golf game, and for some reason they had audio taunts, even though you're playing against the computer. So you could hit a button and it would be like 4, or it'd be like no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. You hit it like over and over again while the computer's trying to hit. I don't know who that would be for because there was a local multiplayer. Like if somebody was sitting next to you, they could also play when it was their turn. But it's not like you could reach over to them
just
and
like smash
start
the
mashing
button,
the keyboard. Yeah, I would say 4, no pressure. That's gotta hurt. And
Real clever trash talk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, the last one was like "see you on the fairway" or something, some like dickish thing. So, there was one for the sand trap too. They would say like they would be like, "You want some sunglasses? And you're on the beach," or something like that.
Oh, that's very. Did you ever play like a backyard baseball or backyard soccer? Those were really big on PC.
I did. I played backyard baseball.
Because I always remember that we want a pitcher, not a belly itcher, and
yes.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder, and those kids were mean.
They were very mean. I remember the best player,
Pablo Sanchez,
who was like who was broken. He was so good. He was like just dominating. He probably didn't understand any of the taunts that were thrown his way.
Does it say something that he's Hispanic? In a world where many great Hispanic baseball
they had little
players.
Biographies. I'm pretty sure they said he was from like El Salvador or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they all little tiny bios that would talk about their background.
Anyway,
he's the only player I remember in that whole game because he was the best and he was clearly broken.
He honestly he was.
He's the only one that was destined for the majors.
I think he's in the Hall of Fame now.
Yeah, easily.
No, I used to play. I played, believe it or not, Mario Golf for NES. I think it might have been just golf. Literally just golf for NES, and it was just a little pixel, and and the little ball would go. That's a great game.
Yes, that was a great game.
And of course, Wii Golf, which one of the few games for the Wii that actually was fun because it was on the Wii, and you could really get the swing going.
I didn't play enough Wii Golf. Everybody always wanted to do either bowling or tennis.
Yeah, those were really the big ones.
Golf, yeah, very underrated.
But that's because no one wants to play golf in real life. That's the problem. Now, why didn't they do Wii Mini Golf is my question.
I think Sean, they could have made a whole new game and they could have sold like, oh man, they could have sold like DLC courses. Like you could get different obstacles. Why was, there could be different themed courses.
Someone must have done that. I'm going to Google that. Someone must have done that.
Because there was Wii Sports and there was Wii Sports Resort. I don't know if golf was included in Wii Sports Resort at all. There were things like hand gliding and other stuff.
There were third-party mini golf games. Carnival Mini Golf, I remember, was pretty big.
Fun party games. Sean, what's your best mini golfing experience?
I don't play a lot of mini golf because I'm not very good at it. I'm not good at my long game nor my short game. I haven't really done any like crazy mini golf. The question I always ask, Matt, and I'd be curious your thoughts on this, is in my experience, there are two kinds of mini golf courses. There's the mini golf course that relies on topography to make it difficult. A lot of banks, a lot of angles, or obstacle-based mini golf. The windmills, the moving, all the moving kind of stuff, and those type of mini golf. I'm not sure which one is better. I kind of like the more topography-based mini golf courses a little bit more. They're not as gimmicky, and I think you can get some fun things going with angles and different shots, whereas it's a little more random with the obstacles. What do you think?
Oh, Sean, I think when it comes to this, what I want to say is ideally you want a balance of both. But I think when it comes to the design of mini golf courses, I'm really a kid at heart, and I love my gimmicky obstacles. I love the windmill, I love the clowns, or the little like tunnel going over or the bridge going over the water.
Sure.
Bank shots. I like the little things that it gives the course a little bit of personality. My favorite mini golf course of all time, I have very fond memories. There was a golf course in New Jersey, kind of by Cape May. I think it was in Cape May, or it might have been Wildwood, New Jersey. It was a like a pirate themed.
Oh yeah, is it Pirates Cove?
Pirates Cove, I want to say. That sounds like it. Yeah.
But Pirates
Unbelievably
Cove
fun golf course.
Isn't that a chain?
Could be. Is it really?
Oh, they have locations all across the country.
I loved Pirates Cove. Well, they did a really good job of, I think, localizing it. Like they talked about real pirates that sailed off the coast of I guess none of them had made it that far up to New Jersey, but they talked about like North Carolinian pirates and like Captain Cook, and they had like the giant ships that you had to putt through. Like it felt like every time we went, it felt like an adventure to me.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I was playing mini golf, but I was also on an adventure, and I was also learning stuff about pirates. It was very cool. I love courses like that.
Yeah, they're I think one of the most famous out there. There's actually one in Williamsburg.
Is there?
Yes.
That's not too far.
Yeah.
Oh, now that you mention it, I think I know exactly where it is, weirdly enough. I think I drove right by it last time I was there. Down by William and Mary.
Yeah, it's a nice course.
Love
it's kind of
those courses.
It's always interesting when you go to a place like a Myrtle Beach or a New Jersey where it's just like row after row of miniature golf courses.
Yeah. There's usually they know their audience, and they know where they can maximize their profits for sure. I like the have you ever been to a glow in the dark mini golf?
I've always wanted to try, and no, I haven't.
I went to one in Katie's old hometown in New Jersey. It was fun. It was a little, if you don't like the gimmicks, it was very gimmicky. I guess it does add a little like nuance to the game because everything is dark except for the ball, but and like certain obstacles are I guess like they have that like glow to them. It was fun. I think it's one of those things you got to experience once, but I don't think I don't have a strong desire. If it was between that and Pirates Cove, I would choose Pirates Cove every time.
Sure. But it's kind of like, I'm sure, have you ever done blacklight bowling?
That I haven't done, but I can imagine what that would be.
It's just bowl. I mean, no matter what, it's just bowling.
Thing.
It's just a different, it doesn't make it better or worse. It's just bowling.
Yeah, this is still mini golf, just a glow in the dark version of it.
Yep.
So, favorite golf club, Sean?
Oh my God, there's so many to choose from.
There are too many to choose from, I would say. Not being a golfer or having any knowledge of the game.
How many can you name?
Too many golf
How many
clubs.
can you name?
How many can I name? Okay.
Yeah, how many golf clubs can you name?
Here we go. Driver.
Now, first of all, I would like to say a golf club, according to Wikipedia, a golf club is a club used to hit a golf ball in the game of golf.
Okay.
So
thank you for clarifying that. I would say a driver.
Okay.
A pitching wedge.
Yeah. Sure.
A 9-iron.
Well, so
if I just said iron, would that all count? There are different sizes.
Yeah, they're iron. It's 7 irons, 3 through 9, plus the pitching wedge or the 10-iron.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna say the iron.
Yeah.
The putter.
Yeah.
Wait, the pitching wedge is a type of iron?
It's technically different, but it's considered the 10 iron.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Um, putter. That is probably about all
And a
I can
putter.
name.
Yeah,
I
all you
think
really
that's it.
missed, because you got the driver, which is the 1 wood, but then there's also the fairway wood, which is your 3 wood. And then sometimes you'll get in 2 and 4 woods as well.
Yeah. So there's what? How many clubs is that in total?
It's a standard set of 12 is sort of your
12.
typical, and it says players typically add two of these additional, which are either another fairway wood, like a 5 wood, a hybrid, something like a 3 or 4 iron, an additional wedge, like a gap wedge or a lob wedge, or a chipper.
Nice.
While 14 clubs is a maximum, it is not a minimum. Players are free to use any lesser number of clubs they think would be useful.
Cool.
So there you go. Now, Matt, I also learned something in my research that was fun. Now, I'm sure you've heard of par.
Oh, sure.
Par, which is if it's a par 4 course, you've got to hit the ball in 4 tries, essentially. You got to hit it 4 times to hit par.
Yeah.
If you go over par, you add points to your score, which isn't good. A +1, 1 shot over is a bogey, then a double bogey, then a triple bogey, right?
Yeah.
Under par, so if you shoot 1 under par, that's a birdie. And if you shoot 2 under par, that's an eagle. But you know, you can actually shoot better than that. Do you know what's better than an eagle?
Well, hole in one.
Well, no, because what if it's a par 5 or a par
Okay.
6?
So
You're right. Typically, and an eagle is usually the most common great shot you can get.
better than an eagle. Oh, is it a turkey?
It's not a turkey.
Hawk.
No, it's sometimes called a double eagle, but the technical term for it is an albatross.
Ooh,
Which is
an albatross.
3 under. Only 18 players have ever scored an albatross in a men's major championship. There's also an under 4 shot, which I don't think there's ever been a record of anyone attempting because you'd have to get a hole in one on a par 5 to do that. But that's a condor, is 4 strokes under par.
A condor. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Those two I had never heard of.
They're exceedingly rare. And
Yeah.
most players, those 18 who had scored an albatross, most were 2 shots on a par 5.
Sure. Yeah, that makes
I'm trying
sense.
to see if there's any who have done. Yeah, par 4 hole in one. Only about 10 people have done a par 4 hole in one.
Great game. Fun game.
Is it?
I don't know. I don't actually know that. I don't know that because I've never actually played it. But it looks like a fun game. I would be willing to try. Be willing to go out there and give it a shot. But like you said, now I have legitimate anxiety over golfers coming in behind me and wanting to play through and me holding them up.
Yeah, you got to.
That has now entered my headspace for sure.
The advice would be that I have been told is you got to go on a day that it's not going to be busy. Like for you, it's good because you could go during the week during the summer, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, true.
And go early. Be one of the first couple groups out on the course so people aren't behind you running behind.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good advice.
But I think you'd be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if anybody is waiting for too long a time, you know, understandably, you just turn around and tell them to go shove it.
Yeah, you shove that golf club right up there, you know what?
Right.
Where it belongs.
Sportsmanship, for sure. You
Matt,
ever see Happy Gilmore?
Oh my God, Happy Gilmore is maybe a top 30 all-time movie for me.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's... And probably I'm trying to think if there's a Adam Sandler movie I like better. Probably not. That's probably my number 1 Adam Sandler movie.
For me, it's Billy Madison, but
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore definitely is
movie,
right behind
I've seen
it,
1,000
sure. Right
times,
behind
and I still enjoy it.
Yeah, it's right there.
And
I just think Billy Madison had like so many good jokes and quotable moments for me. So it edges it out just a little bit, but still I love both of that era of Sandler was fantastic. Although I'm going to go ahead and plug something really quick here.
Ooh.
speaking of Adam, just because we happen to get on the Adam Sandler topic, Adam Sandler's new movie, Murder Mystery, is out on Netflix. Where he co-stars with Adam
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
Again.
Actually, surprisingly, a good movie.
Okay.
It surprised the hell out of me. It's actually a fantastic movie. I really, really liked it. So check that out. It's Murder Mystery, available on Netflix now.
Good plug.
Yes.
Good plug.
Surprised me. You don't think he's got it anymore, this Adam Sandler, but
well, I mean, he's certainly making more movies. I mean, the question is, are they any good? But what movie was he in with Aniston before? Or am I thinking of Drew Barrymore?
You're thinking of Drew Barrymore. He was in a bunch of movies with her, including Blended.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yes, and 50 First Dates.
Got
Blended was the one where that was terrible. I hated that movie.
Yeah, it did not.
But he freely admitted that he only made that movie so he can go on vacation.
Well, I think Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2 basically was the same idea.
Yes. Let me get a vacation for me and my friends and get paid millions for it.
Now, Matt, let me ask you this. Have you ever seen Caddyshack?
Oh, of course, Sean.
Excellent,
of course,
though.
I've seen Caddyshack.
Love
Fantastic. Yeah. Great movie. Chevy Chase was in that, right?
Oh, Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, Rodney Dangerfield.
Yes.
The guy who plays the judge who's very funny, whose name I don't know. Judge Schmalding.
Oh, you're thinking, of course, of the late, great Bob Hope.
That's okay. No, that's not true, but okay, sure, Matt. Why not? If you say so. Matt, any last thoughts on golf?
Golf's fun. It looks like a lot of fun. Golf is expensive. It seems to be quite expensive. I don't see myself ever becoming an avid golfer, like a pro circuit guy. But you know what? It's the summer, and it's a great summer game. I'd go out and probably enjoy the driving range. You know, if I ever had the chance again, I'd love to do it. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, Matt, I would say, I know you just said you don't ever see yourself becoming a professional golfer. I would say, don't sell yourself short, buddy. Dream big.
You know, dream big.
I believe in you.
I should just not let my dreams be dreams.
I think you should just quit your job and go start playing professional golf.
And you can be my coach.
Thank you for not saying caddy. That's very nice of you. That's the nicest thing anyone's done for me in a while, is to say
Sean,
coach and not caddy.
Of course, caddy. Yes. You would be the Chubbs. What's this?
Yeah, Carl Weathers, right? As Chubbs.
Yes, you would be the Chubbs.
Awesome.
To my Happy Gilmore.
Good Lord, God help us.
What was his whole name? Chubbs McGee? Chubbs.
Boy. Well, now I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, they called him
with
Chubbs.
The hand. Oh, I'm gonna have to go watch Happy Gilmore. That's an awesome movie.
That's on Netflix.
Chubbs Peterson.
Thank you. Okay, that would have drove me crazy.
Christopher McDonald as Shooter McGavin. He's so good in that.
Yeah.
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Oh,
no.
Cameo from
Bob Barker.
From Bob Barker.
Oh,
yeah, how about that?
The price is wrong, bitch.
Yes.
Is that? Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, he punches out Bob Barker. Great movie. Great game.
Awesome movie. Great movie, great game, great episode. Yeah. Matt, we got to wrap up here. We'll be back next week to continue Rapid Fire July with another great episode. But until then, on behalf of Matt, I'm Sean. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time for more Up for Debate.